Okay, let's try a class on apostrophes and hyphens. Now, again, these guys are a lot easier than commas. It's commas that are the really tricky punctuation mark. Semicolons and colons are much easier, and apostrophes and hyphens are much easier. And it's because, again, these guys are used really only for a couple of reasons. This is apostrophes and this is hyphens, yeah, 1, 2 and 3 and 4. So hyphens are a little bit more complicated than apostrophes, but they're useful, and I think that hyphens can be summed up mainly with these two words, but we'll look at that in a second. Let's start with apostrophes, because I get a lot of questions about apostrophes. In particular, where do you put the apostrophe? But let's start with the first job of an apostrophe. The first job is that it signifies a missing letter, and I think everybody is aware of this use of the apostrophe. So whose is who is, it's missing the letter I, and the apostrophe stands in for the letter I. Just like a pronoun stands in for a noun, the apostrophe stands in for a missing letter. Its is it is, of course, or it has sometimes. Let me make that clear. It can be it has or it is. And I want to make it very clear that the possessive determiner, its, does not have an apostrophe. And that might strike you as odd because, you know, when you put an apostrophe S on a name, it's a determiner, yeah, because it's identifying the passport, identifying the pen, and it shows possession. And so you might think possessive determiners definitely need an apostrophe. No, it doesn't have an apostrophe, but it is and it has does have an apostrophe. The same for the other possessive pronouns like his or her or my or your. They're all they're all determiners. They're all possessive, and none of them have an apostrophe. Okay. So be aware of that, because I find that quite strange that we use apostrophes for possession, but there are no apostrophes in possessive determiners. So who is, it has, does not, yeah, it's replacing the O. You are, it's replacing the A. Won't, it's replacing the will not. Now I agree, you might say, well, woe not, okay, well, just accept that it's changed. I imagine this happened a long time ago, and that this is will not. Okay, just take it for granted. Let's not go down that avenue. It's replacing the O, will not, and they are, it's replacing the A. Okay, so that's the most common use of an apostrophe. But this is the one that everybody asks about possession. So not many people say the wife of Ben. In fact, nobody says it. Everybody says Ben's wife. Yeah, nobody says the wife of Ben. It sounds really strange. And if it belongs to a person, I really recommend using apostrophe S. Yeah, we'd always say Ben's wife or Dave's house, not the house of Dave. Yeah, when it's a person, you always do it. Mike's pen, Steve's jacket, yeah, Wendy's hat, whatever. And so you use this apostrophe S to show possession, and you use it instead of this one. But the reason why I've written this of John, of Charles, of Dickens, the evening of the parents, the house of the twins, is because it makes it a lot easier for you to understand where the apostrophe should go. So in John's passport, it goes before the S because we mean the passport of John. So it goes before the S. But now let's look at a plural, like parents' evening. Now, parents is plural. And the question, if you want to know where to put this apostrophe, you have to ask yourself, is it the evening of the parent, one parent coming to see all the teachers, or is it the evening of the parents? And yeah, let me be clear that parents' evening is a thing that goes on at schools in the UK, probably in the US as well, but it's when the parents come into the school and talk to the teachers about their child's progress, yeah, the progress of the child. Their child's progress, yeah, they're only asking about the progress of one child, so the child's progress. But if maybe you have two children at the school, and so you go to parents' evening to find out about your children's progress. Now notice that's where we put it there, yeah, about your children's progress, Or maybe you're going to use the word kids. Yeah.